striking the balance between the truth and the emotion, which bring us into a place of spiritual maturity. There are 4 things to take note. Number 1 is that none of us can achieve spiritual growth without controlling the emotions. The number 2 thing I want you to understand is that they control our emotions directly affects the credibility and the expression of our spiritual maturity. The number 3 thing I want you to take note is that the great tragedy of the society we live in now is that we have more people that are mature physically. Maybe almost half of the people are mature mentally, but fewer grow up emotionally and spiritually. And the number 4 things I want you to take note is that the people that did not subject themselves to the truth of the word of God, they are individuals that lack self-control and does not have emotional maturity or emotional control, and therefore they can be tagged as people that are spiritually immature. Romans chapter 8 verse 7 to 8. Romans chapter 8 verse 7 to 8. Romans chapter 8 7 to 8. The Bible says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. But then they are in the flesh, so they that are in the flesh cannot please God. Are you with me? So emotion is a component of the flesh. The application of the truth of the word of God is a component of the spirit. So that means that when you are too emotional, are you with me, over every issue, that means you are carnal minded. But when you are too truth oriented, that means you are spirit minded. Because I am dealing with striking the balance, and I want you to know that emotion is not out of place. It's not out of place. It's a gift from God. But there is a place of controlling it. But before I go into that, let me start with this. Because our end point this morning is spiritual maturity. So let's define spiritual maturity. Number 1, spiritual maturity is the evidence of spiritual growth. Spiritual maturity is the evidence of spiritual growth. Now, what is spiritual growth? Spiritual growth is understanding of God's truth and painstakingly living them out. Understanding God's truth and painstakingly living them out. You understand what the word says, and irrespective of your disposition, irrespective of your ideology, irrespective of your foundation, irrespective of the law that governs the environment that you live out the truth. That is spiritual growth. The evidence that you have grown spiritually is that you take away the worldview and apply what the truth of the word of God says. Now, emotion on the other hand is a strong feeling, a state of rational thinking or acting, a place of impulse action, where you just respond to things as it is. That is emotion, and it's a gift. It's a stimuli. There's something in us that triggers us to react. That is the worldview. That is the work of emotion. It's a good thing. But God did not want us to wait and stop there. God wants to bring us into a place that we are not moved by what we see. We are not moved by what we hear. We are moved by what the word says.